What's up, guys? Exciting stuff going on. If you've watched my previous videos, if you've watched any of those, the last one or two, I talked about the contactors that I totally messed up because I'm an idiot. But right inside the OEM pack, there are contactors, and I sent them 12 volts for about an hour last time I tried this test. And they don't have economizers on them. They're built for circuits with pulse width modulators, and I was being an idiot and didn't really even think about that. Just got eager to get everything done because I was so close, and I fried the contactors. They got too hot. Actually, I've got them right there. I'm going to test them. I think one is actually still working. I'm pretty sure the other one's cooked, but I'm going to give them 12 volts and see if they pop and see if anything happens a little bit. But so I got new contactors in there. They do have economizers on there, so I can send them 12 volts via my switch. If you've seen my last video or two, you kind of know what's going on with my wiring. Again, I know it's messy right now. I really want to clean it up and make it look better, but for now it's pretty much all connected and working. Briefly, this is my main on-off switch for the whole system, the coolant lines, everything in the pack. Turns the pack on and off. This is my contactors in this pack here, so that's my kill switch, so I can turn those off at any time. If something looks weird, I just manually hit the button and turn those off. I'm not going to get into all the electronics and what I have wired up right now. I did that in my last video, but right now I have these two packs in parallel. And I can't tell you how many people told me this cannot be done, this is horrible, this is so bad. It can be done, it is being done, it's done, and it's working. So right now I actually have very, very low current going through here. It keeps dropping. About 10-15 minutes ago it was at 2 amps. It just so happens that this pack was at 333 volts when I tested it, and the pack in the Rav4 was, I think it was 334. I didn't really plan it that way. My last test, it just happened to be that close as well, but that was a few days ago, and I drove around, and that's when I fried my contactors, and yeah, I charged it a couple times since then. It just so happens that they were that close again. So I connected them, peaked out at 2 amps. So of course not too much energy is going to transfer to balance out between these two packs when they're that close in voltage. Jack Ricard did post a video a while ago where he put 2 Tesla packs there were 85 kilowatt hour packs from a Model S. He placed both of them in parallel. And one was at, I think, 90%, one was at 30%, and I think that time it failed. But then he got them a little bit closer. I don't know if it was 60 and 30 or something like that, but it did end up working. And he had, I think it was a peak of 255 amps initially, and then it took about an hour to balance, but then both packs balanced out and it was fine. So this is similar, just a smaller pack, and of course I don't have the imbalance right now. So I just wanted to show you what's going on, show you that it does work, and right now, for the first time ever, I am going to plug in my charger and see what's going on. Oh, actually, I'll tell you a funny story. I don't know, you can't really see it anymore, but the neighbor is having a bonfire over there, and after I had connected both packs, turned on both contactors, I'm inside the garage here, and all of a sudden I smell something. And I'm like, what the heck is that? So I'm looking over everything. I lifted the cover off the BMS. I'm like, shit, what did I just torch? Like, what is going on? I look at the car, no warning lights. And I come outside, and the neighbor's just having a party, and they're burning stuff. So, yeah, dodge a bullet with that one. All right, so I actually happen to have a push button switch for my door. That was a mod I did when I first bought the car, and it's stuff from a Prius. Yeah, so I'm going to pop that. My wife is using the 110 on her Rav. So I'm going to take that. I'll leave that open. And I'm going to plug this in and see what happens. Here we go. I think I'm going to plug this in and then immediately go over to the clamp meter and see what's going on. Well, let me check this first again. All right, 0.4946. It's going in. It's in. Huh, it didn't go up like I thought it was going to. It actually went down. Let's check the car and see if there's any warning lights. Oh, duh, because the freaking car's on. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to have to check... What was that? Check power steering system. Alright, that's weird. That's definitely weird. Wasn't expecting that. Alright, so let's retry this. So I'm unplugging this. Turn that off. Contactor off in that pack. Now, we'll come out here. Let's turn that contactor off. That's in the rear of my vehicle. I have a contactor. Let's turn the car off and see if these go away. Alright, so that's good. So what I'm going to do now, turn this off, then plug this in. So what I'm trying to avoid doing is sending power from the battery pack to the car when the car is off and the car's contactors are closed. I saw a guy who did a range extending pack inside his Nissan Leaf, and he totally messed up his car. I don't know what happens, but it just got confused because there was pack voltage when the contactors were closed. So that's charging now. So basically I want to avoid that. Active charging slow speed. Now let's, oh wait, I gotta hit the contactor button here. So that one's on, no error lights. Let's turn this one on. All right, so what's current say? Yeah, 3 amps. No error lights. Let me just sit down and close the door. And then open it. No error lights. Awesome. Okay, that's really good news. So right now, I know the video's shaky. Sorry guys, I'm just moving around doing a lot of stuff, and I don't have one of those tripods that YouTubers have. If anybody wants to send me one, sure, that's great, I'll use it. But I'm not a YouTuber, so I'm just doing this with my iPhone 6. All right, so it's charging both packs. This one's getting a whopping 2.8 amps. I just want to watch this for a little while, make sure nothing crazy happens. We'll watch this voltage too. So we're at 336. Oddly enough, it was at 337 when I started. Not really sure how I can get to 337 when this pack is 330 and this one was 334, but it's probably just the cheap meter. I'm using the slightly better cheap meter here. This one was Harbor Freight, but it had really great specs, and it does actually work pretty nice. It seems to be more accurate than that one. All right, so no fires, no smells. And oh, if you guys ever need a good beer, Ithaca Flower Power. Some of you might have already heard of it before, but great beer, good IPA. All right. Well, it's looking good. Oh, I was also watching temperatures. So these are temperatures from inside the coolant. So this is the coolant temperature because I don't have any can data. I'm doing this all the old-fashioned pre-1993 method of regular 12-volt stuff. So that's Celsius, and they're two different circuits, so they are slightly off. I can adjust it 1/10 of a degree. But yeah, so 25.5, it was 25.9 when I came out here about 15-20 minutes ago now. Alright, still looking good. Nothing crazy hot. I mean, it's only 3 amps. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to up the volt, or up the amperage. Turn this one off. So that's a cool little switch I got on eBay. Fits perfectly right in there in the Tesla spot, or the Toyota spot. And when it illuminates, it just says, you can't really see it, but auxiliary battery. So I thought that was kind of cool. So, and that controls the contactors that are in the back of the car, which, let's see if I can show you. Oh, no, I can't. You got too much stuff in there. All right. So let's unplug this. Put that there. And this is 40 amps. Let's see how she likes it. Alright, car starting normally. Let's come in here. Just getting going. Now the amperage is ramping up. Alright. Now let's go turn on the contactor on this. Hope you're crossing your fingers and your toes. Open. 16 amps. Oh, that's easy. 16 amps is nothing. All right, well, that's pretty freaking cool. I'm going to keep watching this and see if temperatures go up. Definitely curious about that. It's cool out here right now. It's, man, what? It's probably 8:30-ish, something like that, in upstate New York, and it's maybe 62 degrees, 65-ish, somewhere in there. So I don't expect to get too hot. I have been running some temperature tests, which maybe I'll make another video later about it, but so far what I've done is I pull this trailer out and I've set it right here. Oh, I did drive around with it too, but I set it here on top of the blacktop. Today it was nice. It got up to upper 70s, and it was 2 days ago I posted a video. It got in, what was it, 80s, maybe low 80s or something like that. And the highest temperature that fluid got into, again, because I don't have any can, I just don't know it. I'm trying to work on it. There was a couple people that were going to help me, but I haven't heard from them in a little while. But it really would be nice to be able to monitor cell temperatures inside the pack. I just don't have that knowledge. I don't have that ability. So for now, I'm just monitoring the temperature of the fluid that's cycling through all the cells. And that fluid, there's a pump right here. You can't really see it, it's dark, but that starts as soon as I hit the power button here. So anytime the pack is active, anytime I have all this stuff active, that is going to be cycling through the whole battery pack. So this should be a pretty accurate temperature of the inside pack temps, but of course it could be a little different than what the actual cell temperature is. I don't know yet. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm going to be monitoring that to see how much it goes up, but at, we're at 16 amps or 13, 14 amps. I don't think we're going to be raising the temperature much at all on this. So, but I'll definitely keep watching it tonight, and I'm going to charge it up. And my wife and I are thinking of maybe taking a road trip to Syracuse tomorrow to just give it a try. Syracuse is about 65, 70 miles away, so I could pretty much do that on a full battery for the Rav, but the Rav battery has degraded, so I can't. Usually I charge at the mall when I go up there for a little while, but they just charge an arm and a leg. But anyways, so we're thinking about taking that trip, and then I'll probably just park it when we get back and try just see how far I can go. So we'll take that trip, and then I'll drive it later and see how long I can go. But we'll see. We'll see what the kid allows us to do tomorrow. I have a 4.5-month-old, and he requires a lot of attention and time. So I guess that's about it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. But there are 2 packs in parallel that people said it couldn't be done. I can't tell you how many times people online said it just can't be done. You're gonna burn your house down. But it's here, it's working, and I kind of wish I had more than 40 amps so I could charge these a little faster. But actually, that reminds me, I do have JDMO, thanks to Tony, and I have a station downtown in Ithaca. So maybe I'll try that out tomorrow or this week too, but that should work as well. All right, guys, have a good night. See ya.